Howdy, my name is Michael, and thanks for tuning in today. I want to introduce myself and give you a little bit of my background. First, I live in the Houston, Texas area near Ellington Field. I grew up not far from where I live to a dad that was a geek at heart. He was an engineer by trade in school, and I was able to get into computing just as home computers were becoming affordable. By the time I was in high school, I was learning Novell and Windows and had already started networking and doing side jobs. I ran off to a 4 year college for a year, and being disappointed in the computer science curriculum, I quit school and returned home, eventually getting into IT. There, I moved up and learned along the way. My admin career did well. I did Windows and Unix, and then I became a systems engineer, and then I started my consulting career. That culminated into a pre sale solution about 5 years ago, and I've been doing that ever since. I've been into programming most of my IT career, and having started with the first home PCs where you had to type programs in to get anything to run and then save them to tape and then recall them later, that was a mess. I now volunteer teach with Microsoft. That's a program that puts IT professionals in high schools to aid teacher in teaching computer programming. Now, I'm not a programmer by trade, but it's been a hobby for most of my IT career and most of my childhood, and I know how to find existing solutions for almost any issue until I started this venture into LED programming. I started with a recent ESP32 based board from Adafruit, and I found that the information there is lacking. So decided to start showing what I've been learning, and I'm going to try this interview format with some programming voiceover for the coding exercises. I'll post my code to GitHub for you, and I'll walk through how to find the answers on getting all the functions working on this ESP32 based board. For this exercise, I'll be using the Adafruit Feather TFT ESP32 S3. Next, I'll go through the default program that's on the board when it ships, and you'll be able to reload it if you happen to put that system in a limbo state. Here are a few pics of my setup. I took a box cutter and slid a top of the box, put some plate glass that allows me to put a smartphone with a teleprompter app to read this. I'm using my daughter's Canon camera to a PC using NVIDIA Broadcaster, piping that into OBS, and then I'll use Resolve for the final mixdown. So as I learn, since I've been in IT so long, I'm also thinking about doing Google IT Tech Support certification this way. Let me know if you might be interested. Have a great day, and look for some more Adafruit fun from me.